What's up, Wargamers? Welcome back to World of Wargaming. I'm Isaiah. Today we're going to be playing the next challenge scenario for our solo campaign of Space Station Zero Challenge 6, The Pod. However, before we do that, if you have not considered smashing all of the buttons, like, subscribe, bell, please consider doing that because it really does help the channel grow. Keeps you aware of when I post new content, which is usually every Monday. I can't talk today. Which is usually every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get into this game of Space Station Zero. This open pod has several large piles of discarded and disused technology, whose sole purpose has been long lost to time. As you enter, at the rear of the room, a small device emerges from a tank, and a diode timer begins counting down. Alright folks, welcome back to another game of Space Station Zero. We're going to be having a go at Challenge 6 today. I've got my crew assembled in their zone. I've got our virus bomb, which is right there. And then we've got some hidden things. So I've got a reaction test to make with Miss Ducky Ferguson, who is base reaction 5, and then +2 for a hyperscanner, and then +2 because she's a pilot. Because she's an ace pilot, I can re-roll a 1 here. The reaction is... I'll check that in a second. Let me roll my dice. So they were all reaction 3, so my target number was 3. So we got... plenty of successes. So we're good there. So all the hidden stuff will pop out. And here we have our mutants as well as our turrets spawned out on the table, ready to go. Alright, so Cooter he's going to upgrade Liam's weapon as per the usual that he does. He's going to move up his 4 to here. Take a shot with his energy weapon at that mutant. Not the best roll. 1 success. Against the mutants, combat 3, mutant blocks the damage. So nothing goes through there. Now I have to go look at page 114 because I got to do something with some other stuff. Okay, so I have to do a movement challenge test here. And I need them to all be successes. Holy crap, I pulled it off. I did it. Alright, so there was a collapsing floor here. And after the first model finishes their activation, you have to make a movement challenge test with a difficulty of 4. Not a target number of 4, but a difficulty of 4, as in you need 4 successes. So that worked out really, really well for me. And at that point, all the other weak spots in the floor in the pod can be avoided easily. I retain and will activate here with Lucian, and I'm going to shoot at that turret right there. Alright, combat 4 +3 for my kinetic. I can re-roll 2 of these. Both convert. Okay. Not too bad. That is 5 hits against the turret's combat 3. Turret takes 3 damage. I failed to retain the initiative, and I randomized which enemy. I got this deranged mutant that was sitting right here. So he moves up his 7 with his giant movement into combat with Lachlan. Yes, with Lachlan. I took 1 move to get there, so it will have an action left to swing, which it will do. It'll have combat 3 +1 for its claws, and get no successes. I would still have a defense roll. So I can slap it back here. So I get 4. So right there, I would do, they had no successes. I still get my defense roll as far as I understand it. I got 4 successes to their none successes to the defender, so I would deal 4 damage. The difference, which is my 4 to their none, back to the mutant, and that should lay the mutant low. The bad guys do retain here with a 7. However, I'm going to be a scoundrel and make them re-roll that into a 3, which is not a pass. With that initiative coming back to me, I'm going to activate Callum, who is going to take a shot at the turret and then move up into range with the turret. I'm getting 2 successes. One of them goes through, so 1 damage. I retain on a 7, and I will activate here. I think I can get over there with a double move. I can. So we're going to double move to there. Maybe I can one-shot another one while they're not paying attention. I do not retain again, so now that mutant will take a swing at Lachlan with its combat 4. Getting 2 successes to my combat 7, because I can use my weapon in the defense mode. I will block. I will beat him, so I'll deal 1 damage back to him. They retain, I think, the next closest one. Well, we'll randomize it. So it's going to be either those 2 mutants or that turret. This turret's not going to be able to do anything because it doesn't have a melee attack. So we got a 3, so that'll be this turret, which can target extra people when it shoots. It's pretty gross. So it can target up to 3 enemies, so it's going to fire a rake just right across here. It makes a different test for each enemy. So we'll start with Lucian. Whew, that's a pretty good roll. Gets 4 hits. Lucian blocks 1 of them, takes 3. Ugh, ouch. Next, we'll fire against Liam. Getting 2 successes, so that's a slightly better roll for my favor. Which I will block both of. Outstanding. And then finally for shooting against Cooter. Getting... Nope, that's a 9. No successes. Outstanding. So just that one really, really solid hit against Lucian. Let's see if they retain it. They do not on a 6. So it'll pass back to me. I'm going to definitely activate Doc next and see if I can heal some damage off of Lucian. Okay, so looking for 6 ups here. Getting 2. I will take that. Taking Lucian to 1 point of damage remaining on him, and we'll see if I manage to retain. I do not. So it's looking like this is most likely going to charge around here to Callan. He looks like he is the closest, and take his swings. Combat 4 for that deranged mutanto. Getting 2 successes. I am combat 5. I get 3 successes. So I will deal 1 damage back to the mutant. Not sure if that matters here. The crit. So it does. The critical success is a critical success. So I have 6 successes here, which is more than them. And in melee, that will then deal damage back to them. And that's 4. That's exactly enough to wipe them out. Maybe more than enough. They managed to retain on a 6. So they will, this one will also come around. It's definitely with 7 inches of movement. It's got enough to get to him, and it'll swing. Getting 2 successes. I will block all. I get 3 successes, so I will deal 1 damage back, which means I have 2 activations remaining for the round. I'm going to activate Liam, who is just going to run for the bomb. I have until the end of turn 5 to disarm that, and it requires 10 successes. So yeah, I gotta get moving. And Ducky is going to do the same. So 4, 8, it's going to be to right there. And we'll go to turn 2, where I have the priority. So my first activation is going to be Lucian, who's going to activate, heal his point of damage, and then double move into this turret so that it can't shoot. I will retain on an 8, and I will activate Ducky, who will double move to the virus bomb. See if I retain again. I do not. So we'll start off with, everybody's in thing. So even it'll be the one that's attacking Callum. Odd, it'll be the one attacking Lucian. Lucian is not taking damage. No, Lachlan has not taken damage. Getting 2 successes for the attacker. And I get to add my weapon. Yep. Ooh, that's a big old crit. That's 4 12s. I rolled 4 12s right there. Holy smokes. So that is 12 damage. Yes, that's going to absolutely demolish that deranged mutant. He gone, long gone. We'll see if the bad guys retain. They do. I'm going to make them re-roll it. They still get it. So this fellow will swing at Callum with his combat 4 because Callum is not currently wounded. Getting 2 successes against Callum's combat 5. Callum gets 1 success, so we'll take 1 damage there. Alright, so I'm going to activate Liam, who is going to move to here and take a shot there. It will have cover because of the bit of wall there, so I'm looking for a minimum of 4s. I got 8 dice, and I can re-roll 2 of them. Okay, so 4 successes against their combat 3. That is a critical fail. So 4 damage. That will pop him off the charts. Yeah, I think I was maybe doing that wrong, thinking that I could bind them up, because I think they would still be able to shoot at something that's just not within the inch of them. So they just wouldn't be able to shoot at Callum. So that's my bad. I retain on an 11. And I'm going to activate Doc, who's going to double move to right there. Get him downrange to try to help deal with this fire spawn, because again, I've only got till turn 5 to do something about it. I do not manage to save it again, so this turret, I assume, can't shoot here, but would, I assume, be able to shoot here, here, and there. Because technically it could shoot over the wall. I'm not saying that's going to block it, but I would get cut. No, because it's technically sitting like up on top of the wall there. So it's going to get to shoot at those 3 targets. So we'll start off with Cooter. gets 2 successes. Cooter will block both of them because he's a stand-up rocket riding kind of dude. Then we'll shoot at Callum. Gets 2 successes there. Callum's combat 5. Blocks everything. Good man. And then at Lachlan. Gets 3 successes there against Lachlan. I can use my thing, add my thing to my defense here, it says. And I would absolutely block that. Rolling 12's hot with him today. I love it. So that worked out really, really well for me that I didn't take any damage from that turret spray. However, there's another turret that's going to get to shoot at me right now. So it's going to have pretty much the same targets. It's going to, instead of Callum, well, no, because it'll shoot at Cooter, Liam, or Lucian, and Doc Dreyfus. So shooting at Cooter. Getting 4 successes. That's a good roll. That's a really good roll. And I get, that's cocked, 2 successes, so I'll take 2 damage there with Cooter. Next shot at Lucian. 2 hits. I will block them all. And then last shot at Doc Dreyfus. 1 hit. Block it. At this point, it is all me, so I'm going to use, Callum's going to jump boot his way over to the virus bomb and then try to make the reaction test, start trying to whittle this thing down. He is only reaction 3, however. All right, so 4 pluses here. That is 2 successes. Cooter will then double move to be with the thing. All right, Ducky, going to try to do some work on the bomb. I can reroll a single 1 anytime I take a challenge test as an ace pilot. So we got 2 more successes there. I managed to retain, so we'll go to Cooter, who will make a test with his 4 reaction. Okay. Getting 1 more success. I do not, however, retain again, so that will bring us to a turret. So this turret will shoot probably here, here, and here. Those seem the most accurate to me. So we'll start off shooting at Lucian. Getting 2 successes, of which I block all. Good job, me. And then at Doc, getting, oh, critical fail, nothing. And then at Cooter, getting 2, combat 3, block them both. Good job, guys. Let's see if they retain. They do, but I'm going to use my scoundrel ability to make them re-roll it. Oh, they just want it. So the other turret will shoot. Starting at, this one's going to go probably here, here, here. So starting with Lucian. Getting 3 successes. That's a pretty good roll for them. I will block 2 of them. Take 1. That's on Lucian. Then we'll go to shots at Lachlan. Getting 2. Of which I will block all. And then at Doc. Getting, ooh, that's a good roll against Doc. Getting 4 successes against Doc. And Doc is only combat 3. He blocks 1 of them. Takes 3 damage. He's not dead, but he ain't happy. The rest of the action for the round is on me, so we'll go to Callum, who's going to try to fiddle with the bomb. Getting 2 more successes. Liam is going to just move around a little bit and then make the reaction test for the bomb as well. Getting no successes. Doc will move up. 2 successes. That brings me to 9. My next activation, I need 1 more success to defuse this bomb. So I'm going to move Lachlan right there, which gets him to within an inch. And he's going to, I need 1 4-up. I got it. Right there. Mission complete. Successful. Nobody died. Nobody fell through the floor, thank goodness, which was an absolute pure stroke of luck. And we're going to get to move on to the next challenge. This is going swimmingly. So everybody gets 1 experience. Callum gets a bonus experience for surviving and participating, which took him up to the first tier of getting a thing like on the chart here. So he got an increase of a single steel scat. Increase a single steel. He got to give +1 to 1 of his stats, and he chose to give it to combat, which will take him up to a combat 6. He's a pretty vicious pirate getting there. That's going to do it for today. Thanks so much for tuning in, hanging out while we played some Space Station Zero. I hope you have an absolutely amazing rest of your day. And as always, I'd like to say a big, huge, from the bottom of my heart, thank you to our patrons who support us and pledge to us over on Patreon. You guys are the absolute best. If you enjoyed the content you saw here today and that's something that you would like to consider doing to help out the channel, go over there, check out the link in the description, check out the Patreon. There's a lot of cool stuff over there, including access to our Discord server, talk to me, hang out with me, talk about our work, what we got going on in the hobby, some shout outs, all kinds of cool stuff. Check it out if that's something that you think you would be into. And regardless of whether or not you do that, I want you to know that I am incredibly grateful that you decided to stop by and spend part of your day with me today, rolling dice and pushing toy soldiers around. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. And as always, may the dice be ever in your favor.